Yoshi, do you have a side of yourself that you wouldn't want
Mhm.
anyone else to find out about?
Can I say something illegal?
Oh,
Or
please
should I stick with
don't.
legal? Okay. I'm just kidding. I
Nothing
don't do
illegal,
anything
please.
I had secret Twitter account back in the day
Oh,
and said really shitty things, I would say. But I deleted it. So that's
all
all behind
right.
me. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think everyone has a side of themselves that rather, keep hidden, right? So
Mhm.
today we'd like to talk about Horimiya, which is kind of a duality. Digging Japanese pop. I'm Cody, and here with me is
Yoshi here. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you so much.
All right, so today we'd like to talk about Horimiya.
That's one of your favorite manga, right?
Yes. Yep. It's a very kind of typical rom-com story, but it is also has deeper kind of theme to it, which is duality. And at first glance, it's kind of like Horimiya. It's like a very typical rom-com, like yeah, like where the ordinary guy and a popular girl kind of fall in love. But the keyword of this series, of this manga, is duality, as I mentioned.
Yeah, they have like two sides. Both of them
Yes.
have two sides of life or like identity.
Right.
And that was really interesting. I've read 5 volumes of this. And yeah, I think Horimiya was really popular. I think when I was in high school or something. Because I could see why it was really popular.
Yeah.
Because it was filled with like, dream things, everyone dream of. So yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. So two of those characters, Hori and Miyamura. So they're like put together and Horimiya, right? That's a title.
Yeah.
So Hori, girl, she's like a popular girl. She's really bright at school and everything like that. But at home, she's super busy, like taking care of her younger brother and handling all the household chores. And Miyamura seems like really quiet and unremarkable at school, but he's actually covered like in tattoos and piercings. And this might sound a little odd to Western listeners, but in Japan, tattoos and multiple piercing are often like associated with, delinquent kids or like rebels or people who don't really fit into mainstream society. We still do have kind of like a view that we do like see those things as something related to something bad. Yeah,
that's like a stereotypical way of thinking of a some people who has piercing and tattoos. But nowadays it's a kind of it's kind of acceptable.
Yes.
If they are older than like 18 years old or like after they graduated high school or like any schools. So yeah, nowadays it's kind of normal. Getting normal, I think.
But I guess for high school kids and back in the day,
especially high school, that's not a thing.
Right. So Miyamura is very, very quiet kind of boy at school, but he has all these kind of secrets that he keeps to himself, right? And neither of them actually shows their true self at school. Because Hori also doesn't share her stories, doing all the house chores and stuff like that. And whenever her friends ask her to go somewhere with them, she's oh, I would do that maybe some other time. She'd say something like that. And she doesn't really say why.
Yeah. She doesn't share the reason.
Right.
Like she doesn't say anything about her younger brother.
So they do keep their true selves like kind of secret at school. And then the story begins when they accidentally kind of discover each other's hidden side, which are those secrets.
Yeah, that is so cliche.
I know.
In rom-com, Japanese rom-com. I mean, you and me are polar opposite.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. Like they kind of have a similar relationship. Like they have one side in school, but deep down they want to do something else.
Right.
kind of stuff. And I was surprised that this Horimiya is, I don't know, is it 10 years old or 15 years old or something?
Yeah, it has been around for a while.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
But still, it has a like similar, base
Mm-hmm.
or like similar theme.
Right.
And I was really surprised.
Yeah, and
But
then
it's a cliche for a reason.
yeah.
Everyone loves it. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned, Horimiya uses a lot of classic romance manga tropes, right? Like like keeping secrets, so like sharing a secret with each other. But one of the things is what's interesting is that like those moments aren't just romantic events, but they reveal who the character really are, who they really are. And one of the things we mentioned is the sharing the secret, right? And this is one of the the most common romance manga tropes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a cliche because everyone loves it.
Yep.
And everyone loves it because it doesn't happen
that often. I mean, yeah. I mean,
did it happen to you?
No, I don't think I have any sort of similar secrets that I keep to myself. Okay. I don't think I do.
Wait, hold on. You went to high school in America?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Right? And I went to high school in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And in Japan, it doesn't happen that much, sadly.
Unfortunately.
And it doesn't, unfortunately, it doesn't happen that much. And that's exactly the reason everyone loves it.
Yes. Because it looks so realistic, but it's not really real. And then I guess I wish I had some sort of cool secret or something that I keep. Yeah. I keep it to myself only, and I keep it from everyone else, right? Anyone else. But then, unfortunately, I don't really have anything, and I'm pretty much like true to myself anywhere. So that's the thing. It's very interesting to see them like having all these secrets and then just keeping them, all these secrets to themselves and trying to survive and like, adapt into the school life that they have, right?
Yeah. And also it has to be kind of a cool secret.
Right. And then
I didn't have any cool secret. I mean, I knew back in the day, I knew some weird secrets about my friends. Like some of my friends had like cheat on his girlfriend or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Or like or some other friend has a real secretive folder in his PC which contains weird stuff, I would just say.
Okay.
And I know something like gross stuff, but I know some of those secrets, but they are not cool.
And they're kind of like very stereotypical kind of secrets, huh?
Yeah. And
it's not too special, I guess. Yes. Yeah, and also, so Horimiya, like in case of Horimiya, those two characters, Hori and Miyamura, they have their own secrets. I don't know whether they're like cool, but it looks cool that they're like having those secrets, right? And then they don't really, just share those secrets. They don't really confess about those things. It just starts, like Horimiya and Miyamura. Hori and Miyamura actually finds about their secrets accidentally. They just discover each other's secrets. Yeah. That's why it makes it so realistic, I think. It's not like, hey, I have a younger brother and I have to take care of him all the time and then I have to do all the house chores. It's not like that. Hori doesn't say it, but it's accidentally and Miyamura just finds out about it. And also Hori does too. Hori just accidentally him just walking on the street and one day and then she just kind of realized that it's him, right? So so I think that's why it makes it so realistic and then kind of draws us into the story so much. And I was thinking like, what would you do if someone actually finds out about one of your biggest secrets? I think I'll just panic.
Yeah, that would. Yeah. I would panic too.
Yeah. Although I don't have any. I think I would panic if I had one.
Yeah, if someone finds out my, I don't know, maybe illegal stuff, I will threat him.
Like,
Threat
okay,
them, maybe. But
just a
yeah,
sec.
I'll
Just a sec.
yeah.
Okay,
Just
hold
kidding,
up.
just kidding. Yeah,
Okay,
all right.
so you keep saying something illegal. Kind of makes me
just
wonder.
Kidding, just kidding.
Okay, good.
I'm not doing anything illegal. So just sorry about my Japanese sense of humor. Sorry about that, but I don't do anything illegal.
I was like,
but,
oh my god, is he actually doing something illegal? And I just don't know about it. Okay, that's good. Okay, you're not doing anything illegal. That's good.
But well, if someone finds out my like secret, I would probably try to find their secrets. So
in return,
to make it even.
Okay, that's a good strategy, I guess.
That's my tactic, probably. And yeah, and I'm not proud of saying this, but that's probably what I would do.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, what would you, just other than panicking, what would you do?
I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna, if I really want to keep that secret, and then if I really have to hide it, then I'll probably try to lie, maybe, to that person, whoever finds out about it, and then say, like, kind of explain it in a way that maybe they'll understand that there was just misunderstanding or something like that. I don't know. Because or maybe just come clean. I have no idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but finding out secrets one way doesn't work romantically, but they kind of find out each other's secrets at the same time. So they kind of have a secret pact,
right?
To keep the secrets.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, let's just keep those secrets.
Yeah. They immediately get closer.
Yep.
Right? Because they have now secrets to hide and shared purpose, or like shared your goal.
Shared goal.
So, yeah, shared goal.
Yep.
So that's really romantic, and that's compelling as a story.
Yep.
Maybe realistic, as you said, but it doesn't happen in real life, sadly.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Because it's just, yeah.
And I think that's what makes this such a great romance manga.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does it in such a realistic way, but it does portray the thing that doesn't really happen in your life. Yeah. And you know,
it's it's a weird paradox that, that when I read romantic comedy, rom-com manga, I wish it had happened. Like I wish those kind of romantic stuff had happened. But if it did, it wouldn't be romantic.
Yeah, right. That's very true.
That's a paradox.
Yep. Only in manga it can be romantic.
Only in manga.
Yep.
Yeah. Like
I think that's the beauty of manga, right?
Yeah. Like for example, Miyamura got sick. Right. He caught a cold. And he was, he had a fever. He had to stay in his bed. And Hori and Ishikawa is his friend's name.
Yep.
Right? Ishikawa visit him and take care of him. That doesn't happen. That didn't happen.
That's very true. When I got sick, none of my friends came to see me.
I mean, they were too afraid to catch a cold.
I know, exactly. And I think there was the other way around too. Hori got sick and then Miyamura came to see her and stuff like that. But that doesn't really happen. Right? I wish that would happen. Like that would have happened in my life, but I don't think it ever happened to me when I was like kid, when I was like a high school or like junior high school kid.
Now when I was in high school, I was actually living in my grandpa's house, right? And he was, I think, around 70 or 80 at that time, or 70, yeah, something like that. So when I caught a cold, he doesn't want to be closer to me because, he's old.
Yeah, he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be because he should
Yeah,
be
and I
careful.
don't want him to be close to me, so
Right,
I
right.
kind of had to deal with it by
Right.
myself. So yeah, that's something.
Yeah.
And it's a cliche in rom-com manga.
I
Like
know.
someone catch a cold,
And always
but
someone else comes to see
yeah,
them, to take care of them and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
And
I think especially in Japan, doesn't really happen.
it didn't happen. I mean, probably my grandpa or like my parents wouldn't let my friends to come
Yeah,
visit
exactly.
because it's contagious.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
yeah.
And I think, but as you mentioned, this is such a cliche kind of like a romance manga in romance mangas. Whenever some character gets some sort of like, I don't know, sickness, cold or something like that, and then the other characters who are interested in them, they have interest into them, and then they'll like come see them, right? And like bring some like food or like drinks and medicine and something like that, and try to take care of them. And then usually the one who's sick kind of like, pass out at the entrance or something like that, and like they always like have to bring them back to the bed and stuff like that and take care of them. All these things, it happens a lot in romance manga, but doesn't really happen in real life.
That's
or maybe just us.
Manga.
Is it just us?
Maybe. I'd like to hear
Yeah.
thoughts. Maybe it happens in America, maybe.
Yeah, I think in America, I think it's more common, like bring some food and stuff like that. But not sure for high school kids.
I mean, if my friends if my friends have to stay in a hospital for a few days, maybe I pay them visit with gifts or something like that, or care packages. But in their home, not gonna happen.
Yeah. And there's another event that happens like in this story is like family related moments.
Oh, right. Hori-san's parents.
Yep, like meeting a character's family is another classic romance manga trope, I feel.
Yeah.
And when the characters goes over to like someone else's house, like they get to see the parts of them that never show at school and stuff like that. And I think because Horimiya is all about the contrast between school life and home life, those scenes had even more impact on the story. Because like by going to Hori's household, Miyamura actually finds out how much she does at house, and like how much house chores she does, and like how much she cares about her little brother, right? And I just thought like I never had like not never, but I didn't really have any friends coming to my place, or never really had any chance to go to my friend's house when I was a student. I was like, do people in Japan do this? I was wondering. And I think it really depends. Like, it really depends on where you go to school. If you're going to school really close from your home, yeah, all your friends are probably in the similar area, right? Like living in the similar area. So it's easier to go visit like your friend's house. But if you go to like some sort of like somewhere a little bit far away from your household, and then your friends might be coming from other direction, and then like going to their house is super far away from your house and stuff like that. And I think in my case, it was something like that. I was going to schools, always like all the schools that I went in Japan were really far away from my house. So all my friends in my class were also like far away from my place. So it was really difficult for me to go to my friend's house to have like a play day or something like that. So I just seen all these like family events, meeting like the characters' parents and stuff like that, like going to their house just to do homework together or something like that. I was like,
it doesn't really happen that much in high school because it happens a lot when I was in elementary school and junior high because I went to public elementary school and junior high school, and it's usually close to your house, so you can kind of walk there,
I
and
see.
everyone can walk there. So it's really easy to visit friends' house.
Mm-hmm.
But in high school, some people are close to high school, but most of them had to commute by train,
Right.
and everyone's kind of lives in different area.
Mm.
So it is really hard to visit my friend's house.
Mm.
And usually what happened was um one of my friends lived in really close to the high school, so everyone get together at his house because everyone has
Mm.
commuter pass,
Right.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But to get to the train, and it's not fair for him to visit everyone because he has to
Mm.
pay for the train because he doesn't
Right.
have commuter
Mm-hmm.
pass. It's so close to high school, but everyone has a commuter pass, so it's free to go to his house.
Makes
So
sense.
it's just easier to get together
Mm.
at his house. So I've only visited his house often, and I had close close friends, but I probably had visited their house once or twice.
Oh.
So yeah, when we are preparing for the exams, we usually visit the closest friend. I
I
mean, the
see.
closest to
Mm.
high school
Mm-hmm.
friend, or we usually go to McDonald's,
Mm. And I think,
farmhouse,
yeah.
or maybe
And like
yeah.
going to a friend's house or like someone's house, it's
Hmm.
such a typical thing in a romance manga, I feel.
Hmm.
And then that
Hmm.
also happened in You and Me Are the
Is it?
Polar Opposite. Yeah. That
Hmm.
also happened
Hmm.
in that manga as well. And like I feel like I've seen like, visiting one's house. It's such a typical thing. But when I think about it, I was like, I don't think I did that. I wish I
and
did, but
and in rom-com manga,
yeah.
parents are usually cool.
Yeah, that's also true. Very, very true. The Hori's
And that's,
parents are like super cool as
yes,
well.
super cool. And
Although,
they kind of mix the conversation, or like keep the
mhm.
conversation going,
Yeah, and then like they get
right?
so close to Miyamura as well. They get
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
they're so friendly and all this stuff, and like they have dinner together, and they're like, oh, why don't you have dinner tonight again? And they're like, I was like, that's cool. Like I don't think I ever
Yeah.
had anything like that.
Yeah, that is super cool, and that doesn't happen that much. Or like in my family, that's not gonna happen. I mean, I love my parents, but my dad is kind of a shy guy, so he
Ah,
doesn't speak that much to
I
strangers.
see.
He speaks a lot to me,
Mm.
but he doesn't speak to other strangers that much.
Mm.
He tried to pretend he's cool
All right.
kind of guy. So yeah, and my mom,
Mm.
she is a typical Osaka mom.
Mm.
So she talks a lot,
All right.
and she just asks everything about my friends. When my friend visits
Mm-hmm.
me, she asks everything.
Yeah, I believe
So
I'm pretty sure your dad is cool too, but your mom is kind of like a typical romance manga mom.
yeah,
No?
yeah, yeah. She would work in rom-com manga.
Yeah, she's cool. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I was just wondering like Horimiya has all these like very, very typical kind
Hmm.
of like
Hmm.
romance manga trope. And
Hmm.
which one is your favorite? Like, do you have any favorite romance manga trope?
Actually, I'm not sure it's a cliche or anything, but I love how dynamics change throughout the story,
Mm.
and that's the thing I love about Horimiya, I think,
Yeah, I think
because it
Miyamura might be the character who changes the most throughout this series.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Mm.
and some rom-com manga,
Mm-hmm.
they just the dynamic stays,
Mm.
and it doesn't change. It has some like funny stories, but some rom-com manga does not change the dynamics of the
Mm.
characters. But it just, I think it's a creator's choice, but it's brave enough to change the dynamics of the character. and I've only read 5 volumes, but I still felt that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I totally loved about it.
I think you're gonna
And
love the rest of the story so much because that happens
mm,
to so many characters throughout the story. And
yeah,
in
yeah,
terms of Miyamura, at the beginning he was like hiding his true self, right?
yeah, yeah,
From
yeah,
everyone. He wasn't really open to Hori completely either.
yeah.
But then after he meets Hori and finds someone who is Hori, who can accept him as he is, and
Yeah,
little
yeah,
by
yeah.
little he starts to change. And I think this is like one of the thing. It's like the like another rom-com thing, the like trope common thing is when people start judging a relationship from the outside, right? But instead of like
Ah.
continuing to hide, because
Mhm.
people were talking, like Miyamura and like Hori were like kind of getting close and stuff, and the people were talking about them and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
like
It's
they're
yeah,
kind of like Romeo and Juliet
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of stuff.
yeah,
Like, it's
and
like Hori is just
super
up in
popular,
the super
bright
popular.
girl.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
somehow Miyamura, like nobody actually paid it so much like attention to him, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah,
somehow
yeah.
they're like always like hanging out together, and then they started to like
Mhm,
talk to each other and stuff like that. People noticed, and then people were
mhm,
talking about them, right?
mhm,
But
mhm.
instead of like continuing to hide about their relationship and stuff, Miyamura actually chooses to reveal who he really is, and that he was trying to
Oh
be
yeah.
more
Oh
open
yeah.
to everyone.
Mhm,
At
mhm.
first, his secret was just like exposed by accident, right? Hori just accidentally finds about Miyamura. But at the
Mhm.
end, eventually, Miyamura chooses to show it himself. I think that's one of the biggest signs of his growth throughout the story. And I think that really changed the dynamics of their relationship and their like the dynamics of the characters in the story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And at the same time of I kind of felt I kind of resonate with Hori
Mhm.
with the she likes the change of Miyamura,
Mhm.
but she's kind of jealous about everyone finding out
Right,
Miyamura's
right,
like
right.
cool
Uh-huh.
side
Yeah.
because that was her, only she knows about
Yeah, that
Miyamura's,
was her
true
like
cool side.
yeah. That was her only her knowing
Yeah,
about his secrets.
that's her thing,
Yep.
but now everyone knows it. And Hori-san, I resonate Hori-san so much. It's kind of like feeling I like the certain like indie band,
Mhm.
and they weren't big, but they broke
Ah.
out so much, and I cheered for them, but at the same time I was like, oh, they are not mine anymore.
Aw.
It's never mine,
Mm.
but it feels
Yeah, I get
it
the
feels that
feeling.
way.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get the feeling. Yeah, it's
It's
like,
just
like you knew about them and like
mhm,
you've been
mhm,
supporting them for such a long time, and
mhm.
everyone else like suddenly acts like they've known them for long, and then
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they
yeah, yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like say like how great are they and stuff like that, right? And they're like, "Oh, I knew them. Like I've known them like for such a long time, even
Yeah, yeah,
before you
yeah,
knew
yeah.
them." Kind of something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, so I do get
And
that
you
point. Yes.
right, and you would feel like everyone else sees the superficial thing, you know?
But I
Just
know the
Miyamura's
truth.
cool.
I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
the
the
truth.
truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like complex side of Miyamura.
Yeah.
I know the history of
Yeah.
Miyamura. And yeah, I had so sympathy. I
Mm.
had sympathy with Hori-san
Yeah.
so much.
But like I was wondering like if you were in Miyamura's position, like if you
Hmm.
were in his shoes, do you
Hmm.
think you could do the same?
But I don't really hide anything
That's the thing. Yeah.
in the
Yeah, that's very
beginning.
true.
So yeah. So I don't know.
Mm.
I don't want to change myself because someone told me to.
Mm.
But if I somehow, oh, okay, say like there's a time actually when I was working for a certain company,
Mm-hmm.
the company rule doesn't allow me to grow my beard and mustache.
Oh.
I had to shave it clean,
Okay.
and I really hated it
Mm-hmm.
because like to me it feels like losing my identity.
Mm.
But it's a company rule, and the company pays me. So I
Right.
was like,
That's a tough
yeah,
decision.
I accepted it, but I really hated it. I
Mm,
hated hiding myself
mm,
for someone else.
right.
So yeah, I would probably do the same thing as Miyamura did. If
Mm,
I feel like I don't need to hide anything,
mm,
I would probably reveal myself of who
mm.
I am to the world.
I think that's great. Yeah, and I'm sorry that you needed to shave your amazing beard that you have right now.
That was a dark age. That was a dark
Dark.
age. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that happened
It's,
to you.
I'm over it. I'm over it.
Okay,
So,
good. And then
yeah.
you're now free from
Yeah,
that
now
company,
free.
and then
Now
you
free.
can grow
Yeah.
your beard as much as you want, right? Okay, that's great.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
I mean, would you like reveal yourself or like reveal your secrets?
I mean, I
If
don't
you
really.
feel like you can.
Yeah, I just said, like you, I really don't really have any secrets.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm like forced into the position that I have to like pretend to be someone else, like pretend to be someone I'm not, then I wouldn't be able to do it. I think that's how I feel. Like I don't want to change myself for anyone else. I think that's the thing. I mean, of course, I like if it's like against the rules or like some sort of, I don't know, like if I don't really have anything that I want to like, stick to that's against the society's rules. So I think it should be fine. But if I'm forced to, let's say, if I'm like, I don't know, that's really hard, but it's very hard to think of like any specific
I mean,
example.
We both
but
don't really have
that
cool secrets,
right? And then I think
really hard to
we're pretty
think of
like
any.
free-minded people that we just want to like stick to who we are and we just want to do what we love, right? I think that's what I think that's one of the reasons we've been doing this podcast, and also one of the reasons that we choose our career at this moment, I think. So it's very difficult for me to imagine myself being in a position that I would have to like force myself to be something else. That is not me. Yeah. So that would be very, very hard.
But it is really to us, to us, it is really encouraging to see, like Miyamura change himself or like decided to be who he is.
Right.
all the time.
Exactly.
It is really it's a really good feeling, and it's just encouraging us.
Yep. And I think that's
what I love about
I think that's one of the reasons this series is so loved. And Horimiya follows like many, many classic romance manga traditions, but it also explores what it really means to show your true self, right? And I think that's why, like, probably why so many people connect with this series. And that's why this is so loved. Yep. And this podcast.
I definitely should keep reading it.
Yeah, you should. You really should. Because there's so many things that happens later in the story. And I think you're going to love it. Yes. This podcast is brought to you by the manga app Emaki. The manga we discussed today, Horimiya, is also available on Emaki, so be sure to check the link in the description. And don't forget to follow the show and leave a rating, and also send us your comments. What do you think about this? Like, if we were in Miyamura's position, do you think you could do the same? All these kind of questions. These are all for you as well. All right, and thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Bye!